Bexley hosting Harvest Prep. Lions down 24-0 at the half. Maybe a little cowbell will get them going. They got the Harvest Prep defense going. Here comes Isaiah Mullins with a 7-yard sack. He's a big-time talent. He's committed to Wisconsin. But the Lions defense holds strong in the second half. Warriors lose control of the ball. Connor Moriarty falls on it. Bexley takes over. Then later in the third, another stop by the defense. Warriors driving, going for the end zone, but Austin Masters there to make a diving pick for Bexley. But Harvest Prep was too much. They win 30-0.
Hello, guys. You are listening to the Mid-State League Weekly podcast covering Harvest Preparatory School athletics. Keep you updated on all things Harvest Prep. And we'll be taking around the Mid-State League. Hello, my name is Willie Stimage. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today is August the 27th, 2016. Hey, guys, give us a follow. 2017, I'm sorry. Guys, give us a follow on Twitter at MSL Weekly. Join the conversation. You can follow us on Instagram at Willie Stimage Photography, Facebook.com/WilliePics, or you can just drop me an email at infoforwillie@gmail.com. That's infoforwillie@gmail.com. Hey, we have a special guest here, Chip Davis, the voice of Harvest Prep basketball. How you doing, Chip?
I'm doing great. How about you, Willie?
Hey, good that you stopped by here.
Yes, I was in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Knocked on the door.
Okay, gotcha. And we're gonna just dive into this this game Friday night. But I just want to start out by saying, when I got there, I could tell that the atmosphere that these guys was like, it was something that they had to prove. When they got off the bus, they was all focused. I didn't see nobody smiling. I didn't see any of that stuff. So, I mean, it's like, and I looked at, I think Bexley has beaten them the last 3 outings or 4 outings. Four, okay. And they came out and they made a statement Friday night as they beat Bexley 30-0. Let me just jump right in here. I pulled some tweets off the Bexley's Twitter account. Okay. And the first one says, Bexley football. It says, beat Harvest Prep. The second tweet I found was, it says, don't forget to buy your food tickets for this Friday's tailgate. And then it says, beat Harvest Prep. And then I looked at another tweet. It says, Bexley football, beat Harvest Prep. Now, I found another tweet that says, Bexley Lions football, we have some new helmets, a new swag, but it has beat Harvest Prep. That never happened Friday night. It don't even look like Bexley even showed up Friday night. I mean, you mean to tell me, 30-0? I mean, but your Twitter page really, but Bexley had some, they have some, it was a lot of transitions in that school this year. John Smith, he resigned after 10 years for coaching. He had this quarterback, Simon Crouch, and running back, Michael Fiegel. They were some monsters last year. They graduated. So, the new coach, Nathan Castoria, in his first season, 31-year-old coach from a crazy town called Napoleon in northeastern Ohio. His coaching pedigree is he has a deep coaching pedigree. He coached at Grove City. It says he coached at DeSales. He coached at Gahanna, and recently 3 seasons with Olentangy Orange as a offensive line coach. Last season, Bexley was 11-1. They was 7-0 in the Mid-State League Ohio division, and they made the playoffs last year. And they only had 1 starter on offense and 3 starters on defense coming back. There are 12 seniors on the roster. And here's a fact that you need to know. The Bexley Lions have made the playoffs 4 straight seasons. But I don't think it's going to happen this year. And look what the coach said in the pregame. He said he came in his first year to walk in a tsunami. That's what he said. He said the Lions' non-conference schedule is at least a dangerous storm with, first of all, Harvest Prep, then Buckeye Valley, then Hamilton Township, and then the MSL Conference League starts with rival Columbus Academy. So his first 4 games is going to be like it's it's going to be like you better come to play. That's all I can tell you.
That's what it sounds
So, but Harvest Prep actually set the tone. I kind of like it because when you come out and set the tone like that in a non-conference game, that just opens the door for the rest of the season. We got to take one game at a time, but I like the victory.
Oh yes, one game at a time, and like you said, they set the tone.
I like that.
And Coach Smith has set every one of his players up to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, he did a fine job this past Friday night.
Good. Hey, once again, we Harvest Prep 30, Bexley 0. Harvest Prep was focused. They eliminated some of the mistakes. They stuck to the game plan. I like their attitude before the game. They got another shot at Bexley, and they kind of broke that monkey from the 4-game losing streak from Bexley. And one thing I like to do is you celebrate the win. Next day you forget about that and you focus on the next game. And don't just celebrate. Don't celebrate. We like today is Sunday. We still celebrating Bexley. No, our focus need to be on Franklin Heights, which will be coming to Jack Johnson Field Friday night. Some of the game highlights. Dan Bangura, he rushed for 170 yards on 18 carries with a pair of touchdowns. He caught 2 for 106, and he scored and threw a touchdown pass as Harvest Prep blank host Bexley in a game of 2016 playoff qualifiers. And some of the game summaries. In the first quarter, Dan Bangura scored on a 7-yard run, and then he also threw a pass to Isaiah Mullen for the 2-point conversion, which brought it to 8-0. And then Dan Bangura caught a pass from Moses Davis, which is your son, on an 80-yard pass, and then Bangura with another run for the 2-point conversion, which made it 16-0. And then Savon Mitchell with a 20-yard pass from Dan Bangura, and Bangura scored on the 2-point conversion, which made it 24-0.
Yes, yeah, 24.
And that took us into halftime. So the next score was, I think it was Dan, right?
Yes, it was Dan had a 5-yard run for 6 points, made it 30-0, and the extra point attempt failed.
Oh, okay.
That was right in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter. And that kind of wrapped it up as Harvest Prep defeated Bexley 30-0. Your stats here, total yards. Harvest Prep racked up 433 total yards, while Bexley only had 210 total yards. And then in the rushing category, Harvest Prep carried the peel 37 times for 245 yards, while only Bexley carried it 32 times for, is that 89 yards?
89 yards.
That's weak, right, man. That's real weak. You got to do better than that. But in your completion category, Harvest Prep was 16 passes, 10 completions, 1 interception, while Bexley threw it 14 times for 5 completions and 2 interceptions. Your total yards, yards passing, I'm sorry. Harvest Prep 188, and Bexley total yards passing 121. Harvest Prep coughed it up twice, while Bexley only coughed it up once. What's some of your passing? Harvest Prep passing?
Yes, it looks like Dan Bangura had three completions on 4 attempts for a 75 percentage for 26 yards, 1 touchdown. Moses Davis had 7 completions on 13 attempts, 53.85 percentage for a total of 162 passing yards and 1 touchdown.
I think that was pretty good for Moses, man.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. 162 yards passing.
Yeah.
Rushing category, Bangura toted the rock 18 times for 170 yards, 9.4 yards a carry. This guy almost got a first down every time he touched the ball.
That is right.
And he scored 2 touchdowns. And on the receiving side, he caught 2 passes for 106 yards and 1 touchdown. Savon Mitchell caught it 4 times for 45 yards, 11 yards a catch, and he scored 1 touchdown.
That's right.
Well, who are some of your game your top performers at Harvest Prep? You was there at the game. Who were some of your top performers?
Well, I tell you, we had the monster in the middle there with Isaiah Mullins. I'm telling you, he's committed to Wisconsin. He's a beast there in the middle.
Oh yeah.
For Harvest Prep, had Savon also catching that rock. Oh my goodness! He just goes up after the ball.
I mean, he caught one between two defenders. I was standing right in front of him. I was like, how did he come down with that ball?
He was focused. When he went up. He said, "I'm getting this rock," and he brought it.
He brought it down.
Yeah. So of course, number 23, Dan Bangura, I tell you, the leading rusher in the state from last year. He hasn't stopped. He's continuing on, throwing, passing, running, whatever. And go ahead. Janai French, he was a beast inside. He had I don't know the exact stats, but I was at the game. He was actually really clogging up the middle. Him and I gave props to Moses Davis. He had 7 attempts, 13 attempts, 7 completions. Like I said, for 162 yards and 1 touchdown. Savon had 4 receptions for 45 yards and 1 touchdown. Daquan Owens-Johnson, who had a key interception. And he could have ran it all the way back, but I guess he didn't. He got clogged up a little bit. He had some solo tackles in that game. Yes, he was a monster. Yes, he was.
And Nick had a good game too. So those are I had 7 top game warriors. Yeah, and these guys really play, and I like to see them play again like that next week.
Yeah, if they played as a team, I tell you, you win as a team. You win as a team on offense and defense. They did a great job.
That's good. Let's look at next week. So Bexley is history, 30-0. So we're not going to talk about them. Right. Let's talk about Franklin Heights. That's Harvest Prep next opponent. What can you tell us about Franklin Heights?
Well, I tell you, we match up against Franklin Heights on next Friday, September the 1st at 7:00 p.m. at Jack Johnson Stadium. And I tell you, last year we didn't come out with a victory. We lost that game, 48-36. But they had Dalen Akers. He passed for 219 yards in that game and 3 touchdowns. This was last year now.
Yeah, they had some top seniors on that team.
Oh, my goodness, yes. And Franklin Heights, they took advantage of our 4 turnovers. We had 4 critical turnovers. And James Morgan had 7 catches in that game for 118 yards and 2 TDs. Chris Hampton, he was their star running back. He rushed for 99 yards. But I tell you, we countered with our own Daniel Bangura, who rushed for 311 yards on 45 carries, and he scored 3 times.
Yeah.
Even though Harvest Prep outgained Franklin Heights 518 yards to 403, those 2 fumbles and those 2 interceptions proved to be the turning point and the critical turnovers late in the game. I
always say this: you got to close out every game, and you got to close it out. And then Franklin Heights, even Friday, they got spanked by Eastmore 46-19.
Oh my goodness!
And they only had 297 total yards on the game. Or Eastmore racked up 519 yards.
You know what? Check this out. They did 500. Eastmore 519. We did 518. Last year.
Yeah.
So both teams outrushed them. So that should tell you a little something about their rushing game.
Okay, man. Okay, that's just some information on Harvest Prep. Hey, guys, we're about to go to a break. So when we come back, we'll be taking you around the Mid-State League with scores and updates. This is the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage. Okay, guys, thank you guys for jumping back on board. This is the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage. In our second segment, we'll be taking you around the Mid-State League with scores and updates from this past weekend. Harvest Prep girls had a volleyball match with Whetstone. They actually lost it 3-0. First set, 25-16. The second set was 25-18. Third set was 25-22. Middlesport was at Beaver, Ohio, and they actually got smoked 22-6. For Middlesport, Chris Blossener was a 42-yard pass from Austin Games. and Beaver scored a 60-yard run, and Beaver scored another on a 50-yard interception run, and then Beaver scored. Tomlin scored on a 4-yard run, and that was the difference. 22-6, Beaver over Millersport. Well, I think Burn Union played, right?
Right, Burn Union played. Looks like they won over Huntington, 28-13. Looks like Burn Union had Jacob Ricker, a 60-yard run, and Robbie Bledsoe had a kick, extra point. Huntington, looks like Elijah McCloskey had a 90-yard.
Wow.
90 yards, almost took it goal to go. Extra point was good. It looks like Burn Union, Jeremiah Wolfenbarger had a 70-yard kickoff return, and Robbie Bledsoe kicked the extra point. We're right back to Burn Union again. Chance Salbach, 59-yard pass from Zane Mergone, and Robbie Bledsoe kicked the extra point. Back to Burn Union, Jeremiah Wolfenbanger.
Oh, wow.
15-yard fumble return.
Oh, wow.
And Robbie Bledsoe kicked the extra point. And Huntington finally got it back for Jarrett Allegree. Had a 3-yard run. The kick failed. And the final score was Burn Union 28, Huntington 13.
Wow. And Burn Union, I think they're the only Mid-State League team that won for the Harvest Prep.
Yeah.
And that Zane Migran, that guy plays basketball for Burn Union. I think he's a beast. I remember him from last year. I guess he's playing basketball this year. Some of the other scores for the Mid-State League: Springfield Catholic 41, Grove City Christian 7, Caldwell 54, Fairfield Christian 14, Crooksville beat Fisher Catholic by 10, 38-28. And those are some of your scores from around the Mid-State League. Hey, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up with some updates and announcements from around the league. So, with that being said, this is Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage. Okay, guys, we're about to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for jumping back on board. My name is Willie Stimage. With my host, Chip Davis, is in the house. And we're about to close this thing out. Hey, let me just give you some updates on this week's game. So I don't know if you guys might want to participate in one of these games, but here's the schedule.
All right, coming up, as you know, on September 1st, Friday night, 7 o'clock p.m., Harvest Prep is hosting Franklin Heights at Jack Johnson Stadium. It's going to be a good one this coming Friday night. Also, Friday night, September 1st, we have South at Burn Union. Make sure you have your pen to write these down as well. Also on September 1st at 7 o'clock p.m., Fairfield Christian at Symmes Valley, Willowwood, Ohio. Keep in mind, all these games are Friday night games, September 1st, all at 7 o'clock p.m. Next one is Fairbanks at Milford Center, Ohio, at Fisher Catholic. Again, September 1st, Crestline at Grove City Christian. And finally, Friday night, September 1st, 7 o'clock p.m., Notre Dame at Millersport.
Man, I can see I'm not a predictor, but I can see a good old-fashioned take down to the woodshed beating in that game.
Notre Dame and Millersport?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, that's some of the other announcements. For Harvest Prep, August 28th, the middle school football team will be hosting Worthington Christian at Jack Johnson Field. And on the 29th of August, the girls volleyball team will be at Danville for a volleyball match. August the 30th, the varsity soccer team will be hosting Bishop Reddy.
Yeah.
And on the 31st of August, the middle school volleyball girls will be playing Grove City Christian at Grove City Christian. And on the 31st, the varsity volleyball girls will be at Grove City Christian.
Right.
You got some announcements for Fairfield Christian, right?
Yes. Fairfield Christian announcements. K through 12th grades have Student Picture Day, Friday, September 8th, 2017. They will also be having what's known as a Big Sandy Mattress fundraiser. That must be exciting. Saturday, September the 23rd. And the 8th grade are taking a trip to Washington, D.C. Monday, September 25th through September 28th of this year. And the seniors will have a senior yard sale Friday, October the 20th and Saturday, October the 21st. That is a yard sale for all of those who like to find little to nothing in price. I go to yard sales.
Yes, sir.
Anything I need, I find it there.
Yes, sir.
So I want all of you to support the seniors at their yard sale on October 20th and October 21st. Might be there myself.
Yeah, Fairfield Christian, I might come down there.
That's right. And also, there's going to be a new, like we said, new, not old, new uniform sale Thursday, November the 2nd. That's a new uniform sale.
Hey, Fisher Catholic has some announcements. Your annual fund giving, Grounded in Faith, Growing to Serve. This campaign has been going on every year, I've told. Your donation will keep the Fisher Catholic legacy deeply rooted in our community. Your participation is greatly appreciated, and it is invaluable. You can't beat it. Contact Julie Kilbarger, Annual Funding Director, at jkilbarg@cdeducation.org. Right. Or you just call Fisher Catholic School. You can look them up on the website.
And Burn Union has some announcements. It looks like Joe Steen's, that's the picture company?
I think so. Senior rings or pictures or something like that.
Are there to meet with the 10th and 12th graders on Wednesday, September the 6th. And high school picture day for Burn Union is Monday, September the 11th. And
we got some announcements from Millersport. The football junior high, I guess, is to be announced. I don't know if they have practice or have a game. It's going to be to be announced Monday. That's tomorrow, August 28th, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I don't know if they have a game. I think they have a game, but the time will be announced. The girls volleyball, junior high, junior varsity, and the varsity, they all will be playing at Burn Union. One game starts at 5. I think the junior varsity starts at 6, and the varsity starts at 8. They got a cross-country match. The cross-country, let me just say this. The Sweet Corn Festival 5K run with the cross-country will be Saturday, September the 2nd at, I don't know what time, but it will be 2017. Grove City Christian, I do not have announcements, but you can contact Matt Bladen, Athletic Director, at 614-875-3000. That's 614-875-3000. Hey, guys, that's a wrap. Thank Chip Davis for stopping by.
Thank you, Willie, for allowing me to come in.
And we want to thank, the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Prep Sports Writers Association for allowing me to be a member of the Ohio Prep Sports Writers Association, so we can bring the Mid-State League, bring light on this division, to give you guys some insight on what the Mid-State League Cardinal Division is doing. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully next week, that'll be next Sunday, we'll be reporting all these games for next week. With that being said, my name is Willie Stimage. His name is Chip Davis, and this has been the Mid-State League Weekly.